All right, guys. Rick from RW Outdoors here. Going to do another little video today. Before we get started on all what we're doing here and what we got going on with all this, let's go ahead and do the YouTube stuff. Hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. Follow us on Facebook at RW Outdoors. Give us a like there. Social media, TikTok, all that stuff. Wherever you can find us, we got some cool things going on. So follow along. Anyways, today we are going to boresight our Winchester 94 lever action tactical project that we just finished. The last video you saw me get the gun all kind of back together and everything. Since then I have added a Vortex scout scope. One of the things that's interesting about the Win 94 is it ejects the rounds out of the top, so it is a little difficult to mount a scope on traditionally because obviously the rounds would hit the scope. So this is the first time I've ever used a scout scope, so we went with one. I kind of like it so far. Obviously I haven't really used it too much, but so far it's pretty neat. So we are going to go ahead and boresight it today. And what I got is the Temu Boresight kit, which comes in this handy little plastic case. It comes with all your different bore size adapters. I actually used it in my 12 gauge the other day. This biggest one here works for 12 gauge, goes all the way down to 22 caliber. You've got the laser here. You attach the adapter that's the right size for the caliber of gun that you're using. And then you've got a laser, that if you put a battery in it, you've got a laser that will help you in sighting in your scope. So let's get a battery in here. There we go. And this will stop you from wasting ammo when you get to the range and not being on paper. This is not intended to zero in your scope and you're good to go. This is intended to get on paper out at the range so you can make your actual adjustments firing at a target downrange. I'm only like 15 feet from the target right now. Obviously that's not going to provide a quality zero, but will certainly get me on zero out at 50 yards, 100 yards, wherever it is I decide to zero this rifle at. So essentially you put on the correct adapter, which I've already fit to this. It's a 30-30, so it's a 30 mil adapter. And you just stick it in the barrel like so. Should be a little snug going in. And there you go. And now you turn on the laser. I'm going to look through my sights here and kind of see how far off it is, and we can get a rough idea of where we need to be. And right now it is down and right quite a bit, so we can make those adjustments. Actually, take the caps off first. Again, first time I've used one of these scopes, and you'd think I'd remember that most scopes have caps, especially a Vortex, but a million things you got to do to make a video, right? And you forget some of the most important stuff. Take the caps off. Anyways, so now again, we are on target. Again, this is a scout scope, so the eye relief is 10 inches. That's why I'm so far from it. And that is, it is very clear for me right now. That isn't how it is intended to be used. So I'm going to move it to the left quite a bit. Let's see here. There we go. It's pretty much centered up. It needs to come down. And that's how simple it is. This thing is now on target. We are good to go. So from there, I'll take it to the range, get it zeroed in, and final zeroed in. Like I said, this should put me on paper. We'll get it zeroed in for real before we take it out hunting. We'll see what she does. That's simple. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.